Hello and welcome to another edition of Pica TV and our educational miniseries. You have joined us for episode 2, the vertical marketing strategies. I'm your host, Paul Zaffarana with Pica Marketing Group. And today, over the next 8 to 10 minutes, we're going to give you a little synopsis of what are some vertical marketing strategies. First and foremost, what are vertical markets? A vertical market is a market that encompasses a group of companies or customers that are interconnected around a specific niche. So, what constitutes a vertical market? They usually have their own set of business standards and follow a lot of the same protocols within that industry. So, what's a good example of maybe a vertical market, right? Maybe you're in the banking and financing or healthcare, automotive field, or education field. Those are some vertical markets. And underneath each one of those vertical markets, you can see that if you're in the healthcare field, maybe that you're in the hospital side of things, urgent care facilities, ambulatory services. Maybe you're in the education field where you're in a trade school, charter school, university, and many, many more. These different vertical markets really help you focus on what services you can offer. If, for instance, you want to be deemed as an expert in your given field, if you have one or two clients in that field, you've got a minimal chance of being deemed as an expert. But once you hit that magic mark of 3 clients in that vertical market, people tend to lean on you as an expert in that field. So consider that as you're going forward with how you're going to really dig deeper into your marketing strategies. You really want to go after a vertical market like that and set yourself above everybody else. People say, well, they don't understand my market. They don't understand this. They don't understand that. If you're spread across too many different vertical markets, you may not be, and your clients may not want to work with you in that respect because you don't understand a lot of their challenges that they're facing. So how can you segment your clients into vertical markets? Very easily. Grab your CRM database, see what or who exactly are in those markets, generalize them by category. If you have several clients, maybe in the trucking industry or logistics, break them down by vertical markets like that. And then start looking at online resources. Maybe you take and do a simple Google search. What are some challenges facing that vertical market? So, why should you explore that? Well, it helps you address, a time management thing. It's better use of your time. You can really focus on who you're going after and understand that challenge or challenges they may be having. It'll increase your sales productivity, help with budgeting because now you've understood better what challenges are in that vertical market and how you can address them. You're here to solve a problem. And if one vertical market's having that issue, chances are there's others out there having the same challenges. So you can increase your profitability by that and help them make better marketing decisions. The goal at the end of the day is to have 100% engagement on it. And how can you do that? You can review your client list and find out, as we talked about in the previous episode, which clients are your revenue generating clients out there. And as we mentioned, you get 80% of your business from your top 20% of your clients. So there's going to be some folks that you just may not want to work with anymore. So this is a great opportunity to take and look at that vertical market, analyze it, write it down, document the heck out of it, which is ideal for what you're trying to do, and then see what activities are happening inside of that vertical market. Great resources that are out there to understand more what your vertical market really has. There's online resources. Maybe you're on LinkedIn. Maybe you're doing a Google search for it. Some statistics that are out there in the industry. There's a variety of resources to help you better understand and position yourself in your company to help in the marketing challenges they may be facing. At the end of the day, you're here to gather that information and help them understand what others are facing out there. So the resources are essentially limitless out there. Google has a variety of them out there, and I'll tell you what, if you want to find out what the challenges are that are facing the automotive industry out there, this is just a little example of some of the top 5 challenges that are facing them. And this is just one example of it. You can pull reports, other resources, and really position yourself as a leader and in those areas. So other things to consider as you're going through your vertical market group is keep it very niche focused. This, again, is going to help position you as a industry leading expert. The minute you hit that magic 3, you're going to be seen as a industry expert on it. It helps you as a company realize maybe some higher profits because you have a narrower customer base. You can make more cost-effective marketing campaigns out of it because you're not having to reinvent the wheel each time. The difference between a vertical market and a horizontal market is in a horizontal market, you may be targeting your HR directors, you may be targeting sales managers, CEOs, CFOs, I think I probably marketing directors, I think I said already. But that's the typical selling strategy as folks go after the horizontal market versus focusing on their vertical market. If you can get targeted insight and specialize your services within that group, you're going to do amazing things. So think about that. You'll understand their terminology. You'll be an expert on market trends and show them how to increase their levels of competitiveness. I'm going to give you a shot, give us a shot program that was done a couple of years ago. And what this was we were using a syringe highlighter and focused on the medical community, as well as we had another vertical market that was in the trucking industry. And we pulled this program together to see which market would react better to it. It was mailed out to roughly 50 individuals inside of each of the markets, and the response rate we got back on it was over 60%. So a piece like this was very effective in how it was sent out. We did it in the healthcare arena, and then we also sent it out to the trucking logistics side of things. So you would normally look at this and think it was fit for the healthcare market, but you're giving people a shot and they had that visual to tie in with that vertical market in the trucking industry. So we use that across several different verticals to see what kind of results we got out of it. Another one is the Jury is Out campaign. This one was a unique piece. As you can see on there, we put together inside of the confidential area some case studies. These are marketing case studies. Typically, somebody would come to us and say, I need, 100 gavels. Well, this really takes it now to the next level. This wasn't targeted to law firms, believe it or not. It could be used for that, but it wasn't targeted towards law firms. In fact, it was targeted towards a completely different industry out there. It was targeted towards the tech world. And we wanted to showcase some of our case studies that followed up in the tech world out there. So this was mailed out similarly to about 50 people. This one had about a 40% response rate to it. But nonetheless, it was a fantastic way of going after a niche market for that portion of it. So if you really enjoyed what you've heard here today and are interested in hearing more of these mini-series, we have a variety more coming up. They're usually between 8 and 12 minutes apiece. We're going to cover positive ROI and ROO, sustainability in your marketing, building a successful marketing campaign, and protecting your brand. So if you like what you heard here and want to hear more, please feel free to reach out to us at 313-561-0378. You can email us at paul@pikamarketinggroup.com or check out our YouTube channel at pikatv.com/youtube.com or go on our website, pikamarketinggroup.com. We'd love to help you solve your problem and help you focus on your vertical market and bring you some fantastic measurable results.